Okay. Well, welcome to our class today. Both Ken and I are not feeling 100% today, but that's okay. We are going to be looking at different work situations that have to do with meetings. So I've come up with, I think there's 8 different scenarios about different meetings that could potentially happen at work. And so what I want Ken to do, as it's both of us today, and we'll be doing the role plays until maybe someone else will come, maybe not. But we will go through these, and share will be interesting because I'm not really one to do role plays. Kind of like Marco, it's not really my thing, but he ended up liking them, so we'll see. But for now, what we'll do is I'll have Ken choose a number 1 to 8, then I will go ahead and share my screen and we will take a look at which one he chose. So let me just bring this up. What is it? Meeting role play. Good. All right, Ken, so please choose a number 1 to 8. Ken, you're muted right now if you're trying to talk.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't see the options.
I know, but it's a secret. It's a secret
Okay,
until...
I got it. 5.
All right, so now I'm going to screen share with everybody. And where is it? Meeting role play share. Oops, don't look at that. 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So the situation is you are notified that one of your employees has fallen asleep on the job multiple times while working at a ticket booth selling tickets for the theater. Besides just selling tickets, this employee should be talking to people looking at posters who are potential customers. This is the second time this has happened that you know of. Talk to the employee about the situation. So, speaker 1 is the boss, and speaker 2 is the sleeping employee. Okay, so basically you chose this. Which person do you prefer to be?
See. Yeah. Oh, yeah, maybe both.
The boss? Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I'm going to be the sleeping employee, so that's okay. We'll see how this goes. And all right, well, Ken, whenever you're ready, you can start. If you want to start by maybe calling me or talking to me somehow and just say, hey, this situation has come up, blah, 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 etc. Okay?
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, and are you tired right now?
Am I tired? Yeah, a little bit tired, but I'm okay. I'll have another coffee.
Mm-hmm. I see. Yes, because I saw you're sleeping. So
What?
yeah, so this is a ticket counter, so I think you should sleep during resting time, or you feel sick? Do you feel sick so much?
Well, I feel a little sick today, yeah, but it's just today and maybe yesterday. But no, I've never slept on the job. I mean, I read a book and maybe it looks like I'm sleeping because I'm looking down, but I've never fallen asleep on the job.
Mhm. Oh, that's
Had to,
nice. Mhm.
yeah.
Okay,
So who told you I was sleeping?
uh, I just came by, and I thought you seems like sleeping in the ticket booth, so that's why I came approached you.
Oh. Well, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I have my book here. Would you like to see my book?
Book? What does the book mean in this context?
Yeah. Well, a book. I'm reading a book.
Ah, really? Okay.
Yeah, and so sometimes I think that maybe if I'm reading the book, it looks like I'm sleeping, but I'm really looking down.
Mm, I see.
Do you
And
think this could have been the problem?
in Japan, could be. It's up to the shop, but usually they're kind of yeah, the company offers strict kind of thing. The
Oh, so I
workers
can't read.
yeah, is not. It's up to shop. Maybe the shop owner is a very laid back shop or something like that. But usually, ticket counter, a big company's counter. Yeah, people just sit down
Mm-hmm.
doing nothing. Or sometimes they're using computer to work with something, but usually they are not reading book.
Ah, okay. So I won't read anymore at work. That's okay.
Oh, it's okay. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's nice attitude and think. And and you can deal with the customer if you are looking on the street. So I think
Oh,
that's better. But
okay.
I'm
And
not sure if
how do you
I do.
suggest I talk to them?
Hmm. Oh, yeah. So yeah, that's right. So. But anyway, yeah. If you're really tired or if you're really sick, so I have to, ask other another employers to substitution. So please say that.
Ah, you mean you might fire me?
No, just a temporary, if because if
Oh,
you're really sick, so I don't want you to, force you to work in that condition. So
okay. Well, that's good to know. Maybe tomorrow, if I'm not feeling well, I'll call you in the morning very early, and maybe someone else could work for me.
okay. So
That would be a
uh,
good solution.
oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, okay. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
All right, good. So in that case, we actually don't know if I was sleeping or not. This actually happened to me at school one time in college. That one time I actually was just about to fall asleep, and the professor caught me. And then literally the next time I was literally reading my notes, and the teacher caught me again, and he said, "Stop sleeping." I said, "I wasn't sleeping. I was reading my notes." So that's
Oh,
kind of where I got the idea to do this.
yeah, that's a nice idea.
Kind of
So yeah.
a real life situation, unfortunately. It's highly embarrassing. I never sat up front in class again after that day. So, but yeah, you never really know. It's, your word against the employees. And so you just kind of have to look for different solutions, which you did, which was very good. So perfect.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you don't want the person reading and they should be more active, you definitely need to reinforce that, which you did. So
Right.
perfect. Do you have any comments or questions about this?
No, sometimes the other consumer Japanese such things is comfortable, but as a worker it's hard. So Japanese have to do same two different things as a
Mm-hmm.
consumer worker. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's good. Well, perfect. Well, why don't we go ahead and pick another one? Why don't you pick another one? Okay, 1 to 8, except for number 5.
Number 7.
Number 7. Okay, so you have just had a meeting with your boss. You have to go out of town for a long weekend for a work trip. You have to talk to your husband or wife about the trip, but you know that there is a wedding that weekend in which your partner will not be very happy about, that you have to leave, okay?
Can you go town and go weekend? Talk to your husband and wife about trip, but you know what? There is a wedding that but will not be very happy about. So in this scenario, whose wedding is it?
Well, let's say it's your husband or wife's. In this case, it depends who I am and who you are. But it's with your partner's family, for example.
Ah,
So maybe
okay.
a cousin or something like that.
Ah, oh, I see.
Yeah, not a good situation. So this isn't necessarily a meeting situation at work, but with your spouse, with your husband or wife, basically.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So who do you prefer to be in this case?
Uh, You have to go out for a long week. So the worker have to go out for the week for weekend for his job, his or her job.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay. No, I'd like to be a worker. Yeah.
Okay, good. So then I'm the wife.
Okay.
So we're a couple. Okay. And so basically, you're going to have to tell me that you can't go to the wedding, that you have to go on a work trip. And I will respond accordingly. Okay.
Mhm.
Great. So maybe let's say you either get home from work or you can call me, for example. Okay.
Okay.
So
Ring,
good.
ring,
So,
ring.
hello?
Yes. Can I have? Do you have a minute?
Oh, sure. I always have a minute for you.
Oh yeah, thanks. And actually, tomorrow is a big day. The wedding.
Yeah,
But
it is.
I have to say something about it. And
Really?
yeah, and the one worker felt sick, and he he have to stay in the hospital all of a
Oh, that's
sudden.
terrible. Well, what
Yeah.
does it have to do with the wedding?
So my boss asked me to go to the as another other town. For example, the Detroit
Oh,
for making contract. It's a very important job for my company and for me and my boss also. It's because we are working with the same project. So boss asked me to accompany with him instead of that another employee.
well, there isn't anybody else.
Yeah, because that's 3 persons project, so there's no substitution. But yeah, he or me, and both, only 3 of them is knows this project and detail of the project to make a contract.
Oh, um, so when do you have to leave?
Yeah, tomorrow's morning.
Tomorrow morning. But so what am I supposed to do about the wedding?
Yeah, that's a big problem, and I I think I gave them the flower, and to I sent the flower to the wedding place, and then I with a message, and then if it is possible, we visit then after a while after a while the wedding for my apology.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty. I'm not very happy about the situation because it's a couple hours away. Now I have to drive alone, and we got a hotel for 2 people, and now I could have. I mean, I can't cancel now, so I'm spending extra money.
Mhm.
So that I'm wasting a lot of money just because you have to go on this trip.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I think I have to ask about kind of um, temporary kind of how can I say compensated money for my boss.
Compensation, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely, because
right,
because
exactly,
it's not fair.
exactly. Yeah, I think so.
And to go to a wedding by yourself, even though it's my family, it is a little embarrassing. And
Yeah.
everybody thinks we have problems, and so now that you're not coming to the wedding, people will think that we really have some problems with our marriage, and that's not true.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really sorry about that if that happened.
Yeah.
Mm, so,
Well, I'm not very happy, and
mhm.
I mean, maybe we can discuss it tonight at dinner, but
Mm,
I really hope that you can
mm,
get some compensation for this
mm,
because it's really, really difficult for me now this weekend with the kids and going to the wedding and getting everything ready. And I was gonna have your help, and yeah, pretty difficult.
mm. Oh, we have a kids. Oh my gosh, that's a problem.
The big pro, you forgot about the kids?
Yeah. I, oh my God, maybe, oh, yeah,
Well,
actually,
I
I
mean,
um, think about that more if the situation is different
well, if
from
you
my
have to go because it's work, I mean, I don't want you to get fired, but I just want you to know you're really letting me down in this situation.
Yeah, I asked my boss about that again and my situation and the kids and wedding and yeah, I need
I
to ask
mean,
that. Mhm.
could you go the next day? Could you leave on Sunday?
Actually, the meeting was set, have already been set. It's very difficult to change because uh,
Oh,
that company offer the job to my company, so we, we cannot change this kind of schedule because of my
okay,
problem.
okay. Well, well, good luck. I hope that you can talk to your boss and work something out, and I'll just have to go alone. That's it.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay. We talk about it at the dinner time. So
Okay. All
okay,
right. See you later.
yeah. See you later.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Good job.
No, no. I don't think about the family. Yeah, situation.
I
Fully.
guess you forgot about those kids. But that it's that's pretty funny. Um, but that happens. For example, my sister-in-law had to go on a trip. She's still actually on the trip. It's 13 days that she's going to be gone,
Mhm.
and my older brother is going to have to take care of his two kids for those 13 days alone. And so, it's a pretty hectic situation. And so I thought I'd just add something, something similar in there about that situation because it's quite difficult, when you already have everything paid for, you have the outfits, things like
Exactly.
that. So,
Also, as you said, kind of rumor kind of thing. Yeah, that's also
yeah.
the.
Well, that too, I added that too of, people think we already have problems, and then if you don't come, people are really going to talk. So,
Mhm. Right.
so yeah. Well, good. Any questions or comments about this one? I mean, this is a real situation which happens, I'm sure, a
Mhm.
lot more than we think. So just because big businesses don't care about you, they care about money, and that's it. So
Mhm. Yeah,
so yeah.
exactly. And
Well, good.
yeah, yeah. No, I don't have a question. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. How about another number, please? So 5 and 7 are out. What's a different number?
Two.
Number 2. Here we go. Okay. Your boss calls an emergency meeting in 15 minutes. There has been talk about the company being sold to a bigger company. You discuss with a coworker what you think the meeting is about. All right, so we're both coworkers in this case. Okay, and so we have about 15 minutes, well, obviously less, it won't take that long, to discuss what we think is going to happen at this meeting.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay.
any questions first?
And no, we have already known this fact to certain company or
Yeah. I
I,
mean, maybe a couple of days ago, they were, there's this rumor going around that a different company wants to buy our company.
okay.
All right, so maybe I'll start this one since you were starting the other one. So, all right. Hey, Ken, what do you think about this meeting that's going on in 15 minutes?
I I feel bad. I feel bad feeling. I think it's
Really?
bad. My major uh, manager of that powerful company. So because maybe you you heard the rumor and that powerful company tried
Hmm.
to buying our company.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I worry about that.
Really? Well, what are you worried about? Couldn't it be good for us? Maybe we'll get more pay.
Mhm.
Um, we'll get bigger pensions when we retire, more maybe vacation days. I think it might be positive. You think it's going to be negative?
Exactly, that's a positive part of it, but I think maybe since uh, our company is uh, after they bought our company and they might lay off some workers or I
Oh.
worry about such things.
Well, I didn't think about that. Why do you think they might lay off some people?
Or because I think the company's style is pretty much modern globalized company. So kind of making profit is the top priority. That company seems like that. So and so maybe they don't care about employees' life or yeah, such things. I'm worried about that.
Well, I guess you have a point. Those are things that I didn't think about. I was excited. I think there are many, new opportunities that might happen with this.
Mhm.
If a bigger company does buy our company. Do you know anything? Has anyone told you anything?
I just checked the internet, the social media about that, and but I don't have a concrete idea about that.
Hmm.
So,
Well, that's pretty scary.
hmm. Do you have a friend of the company in the company?
No, in our company or in the new
That
company?
company.
In the new company?
Yes.
No, but I wish I did. That way I could find out some more information before
Yeah.
things
Right.
happen.
Mhm.
What other things do you think might happen if this company buys our company? People might lose their jobs. What else do you think might happen?
I think corporate culture is different. So, and so in that part, I really don't know because I've never worked that company, so I don't
Hmm.
know their corporate culture. But I think nowadays, so job application side, sometimes some people post the post about the company or corporate culture in the specific social media for work. The person who working for who searching for the job. So yeah, maybe I check that site later to
Yeah,
yeah to know more information or reputation of that company.
yeah, that's not a bad idea. It's always good to see, what the new company is looking for, and maybe they're looking to replace some people too. Maybe our boss isn't very happy with some of us, and
Mm.
our boss is going to say something. Maybe they're not going to keep the majority of us. I don't know. This is pretty scary. I was excited before. Now I'm not really excited.
But I think
Hmm.
because thanks to you, I can get positive aspect of that. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily bad, and maybe we can get some positive, kind of, kind of, I forgot the word, positive result.
Yeah, well, because of you, I'm nervous now. I wasn't before.
Uh-huh. Oh,
No, I'm really
yeah.
nervous. Am I going to lose my
I was
job?
really nervous, but my feeling got better. So thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Well, but what do you think will happen to our pensions? What about our holidays and vacation time?
Mhm. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe the in the meeting that might explain the staff boss might explain such things, or we can ask the boss about that.
Yeah, I'll have to write down some questions because now I have a lot of them.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, jot down is a good thing. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right. Well, I'm going to write down my questions. I'll see you in the meeting.
Okay, see you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Good. Well, we gave each other the opposite feeling that we both had. You know, I gave you positiveness and you inflicted negativeness upon my opinion. So that was interesting. You know, and maybe it's not even about this. Maybe it could be about something else in general. So,
Yeah, exactly.
so that's true. But I mean, honestly, is it negative? Do you think if a bigger company buys a smaller company?
It's up to the company actually. You know, kind of big scandal happened several years ago. A new internet, how can I say, new venture capital type company trying to buy a radio station, Tokyo's radio
Mm.
station. It's a nationwide, not nationwide, but it's kind of famous station. So it's a kind of mass media. So the venture capitalist idea is, how can I say, to more liberalized or kind of new type of media he want to create. So that radio companies staff are really afraid of a change. What 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 venture capitalist the company gonna change that kind of conservative mass media radio station.
Yeah, I suppose. You know, when I think about it, I think, and, you know, as we were talking about before, with a bigger company, they just look at you at like a number. You know, they don't really care about, as you know, in the previous one that the previous role play, that they don't care about who you are, what you do, your personal life. They just think of you as a number, and they want to make money. And but then again, maybe they will amplify your vacation time because or be more flexible with things. Maybe you have a doctor's appointment, they say, oh no, go ahead, you can go to that. When you don't have to take vacation time, something like that. So I think it depends, like you said, on the company, but in general, I don't know, because there are some really good, you know, big companies, and then there are some really not so good big companies, I'm sure, that don't treat their customers maybe with respect, or you know, worry about them as a person, their holidays, weekends, things like that.
Also, usually maybe the company uh, who are not who which was bought, usually their financial status, or something wrong that company. That's why they're getting weak.
Oh, that's
So
true too. I hadn't thought about that.
maybe it's, yeah, at least maybe the future of the company could be better. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that thing happened. But the problem is nowadays, that venture capital style is just bought a lot of, the stocks of that radio
Mm-hmm.
company. And so for kind of for radio company staff, they thought uh, that venture capitalist trying to hijack the company. So that's why they are scared about that, probably.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I suppose you never really know. I mean, it's always the bosses, the higher up people that really know all the secrets and what's really going on. So, well,
Yeah.
well, we just have to wait and see. Good. Well, I think that one was really good. We definitely have time for another one. So why don't you go ahead and pick another number for us?
Yeah. Number one.
Okay, so this is a typical situation. You have a problem with a coworker at work. They never seem to pull their weight at work, and you end up doing most of their job. You call a meeting with your boss to discuss the situation. Do you understand pull their weight?
maybe they force me to work more or for their work.
Yeah. So this basically means they never seem to do their job or do what they're supposed to do at work. They don't pull their weight. And so
Okay.
you end up doing part of their work.
Mhm. Right.
Okay? So in this case, you can be the employee or the boss.
Um, which one do you prefer?
Well, I prefer to be the boss because the employee has to be a little bit more creative here with things that the other person doesn't do. So, and I think you'd be pretty good at that, honestly. So, I'll be the boss, and so you are going to have to call a meeting. You'll maybe just say, hey, if you have a moment, I'd like to talk to you, and it could be a very informal or something like that. So,
Okay.
all right, so I'll let you start.
Hello, boss.
Oh, hello. How are you today, Ken?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. And do you have a minute?
Good. Oh, sure. Yeah, I always have a minute. What do you need?
Yes, because yesterday I worked at worked at until 11 p.m.
Oh, wow. Why? Why did you work so late?
Actually, it's not only yesterday, but it is happening a lot these days.
Really? Why?
Because uh, that another employee actually, in my point of view, the person is not working properly or
Really?
effectively. So almost always he cannot complete the job. And then my job and his job is related. As a result, I have to work with his job. So it 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 I have a family life, my private life also. If this situation continues, I I might it might affect to my condition health.
Yeah.
So what how do you think about that?
Well, first of all, I appreciate you telling me this situation. I think it's very important for the employees to be honest with me because obviously I cannot be in the office 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I don't know what's going on all the time. So I appreciate you coming to me with this problem. Now, in order to solve this problem, I need to know who this employee is.
Yes. For example, Simon.
Simon. Okay, okay. So Simon has been here about the same time as you. We hired you two basically at the same time. So, um, Simon should know what to do and how to do things without a problem. Now, well, that's quite interesting. Hmm. Well, let me talk to Simon and see if there's anything personally going on with him,
Right.
maybe at home, something like that. See if it's an outside of work kind of problem. But yes, we will definitely. I'll have a meeting with Simon. Let's say this afternoon. What do you think? And after that, I'll talk to you about what could happen in the future. And I won't tell him that you said anything. I'll just say that I've noticed that his workload isn't as much as before. That he's not, you know, doing as much, and that I've noticed you have been working later, or that maybe I'll say other employees to not to point fingers. Um, so I can do that. Do you have any questions that you would like me to ask Simon during this meeting?
No, if you keep secret, yeah, that's nice, and because we are work colleagues, so if
Mm-hmm.
Simon knew that I said such things, maybe he might be angry for me, or he might
Mm-hmm.
harsh for me, and so teamwork it might affect our teamwork. So thank you for the
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Well, I think that things at work need to be said, and I don't think that anyone needs to be the problem, let's say. So if you have a problem with someone, um, if it's a personal problem, that's different. But if it's a work problem, it's definitely something I need to work with. and I need to help out as much as possible. So absolutely, there's no problem with keeping this anonymous. I think it's the best way to go about things. There's no, like I said, no need to finger point and say, that you told me there was a big problem, because I think it can be solved.
Mhm.
And I think that Simon will understand what's going on, and I'm hoping to just get to the bottom and to understand what's going on. And if it turns out that he says that he thinks he's doing everything fine, then maybe we need to do some more training or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. I think, in my point of view, he needs such training more.
Okay, more
Yeah,
training in what aspects do you think?
aspect. Sorry, yeah. So
Is it training with, the workload, with how to deal with the paperwork or filing? What do you think really he needs to work on?
he's not so knowledgeable about computer software.
Oh,
I think
really? Really?
he needs such training.
Does he ask you a lot of questions?
Yeah,
Really? Well, I
right.
thought he worked at an IT center before, so that surprises me that that he doesn't really know. Hmm. Well, maybe it's a software. Do you think it's a software that's the problem?
I think so because we're using kind of our own software, so I think he's not accustomed with it how to use it.
Yeah, well. And how do you do with the software? Do you seem to understand everything? Do you have any questions?
I have no problem with working on the software.
Okay,
So yeah.
okay. If you do have questions, who do you talk to?
The software?
Yeah.
Yes. Uh, so
If
oh,
you,
that's a
if you
good
don't,
question.
yeah,
Mhm.
if you don't know how to work something within the software, who would you ask? Would you ask a different employee? Would you
Yeah.
ask the IT department? Who would you talk to if you don't know how to do something?
I I think I asked the IT department or the if the software company has a support
Hmm.
dials. I
Good, good,
would.
good.
Yeah.
And has there ever been a situation where you've seen that Simon didn't know how to do something and maybe just stopped working because he didn't know how to continue? Do you think that's part of the
Yeah.
problem?
Yeah. Every time and he asked me and it also it's taking my time to work.
I suppose, yeah, it takes time. It takes your time away from your job and being productive. Absolutely. Have you ever told Simon to talk to the IT support department?
Oh, that's a good idea. I yeah, also I talk about that. Yeah,
Good.
that's right, yes.
Yeah, you can just leave the extension number maybe, on his desk somewhere. The next time he asks a question, just say, hey, I'm sorry, I'm really busy right now. Can you please contact the IT support company, the
Mhm.
department? And I think that would be a good solution as well. I will
Yeah.
still have this meeting with Simon today. Are there any other things that you've noticed that maybe aren't going so well with Simon working on the team with us?
Oh, no, thank you very much. Yeah, uh, taking time for me.
No problem, no problem. Please, if you ever have any questions or doubts or comments about anything about the process, about the work, the software, even if you think there's a better way that we can work with the software, make it easier maybe for everybody, for yourself and other employees.
Mhm.
Any comments about other clients or other coworkers, please go ahead and contact me, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
You're very welcome, Ken. Have a fantastic day.
You too.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So good. So that worked out pretty well. So it sounds like you're gonna get some help with this situation. Do you think that the boss could have done anything different in this case to help you out?
Maybe the attitude of boss is very gentle, so I think he he seriously think about my issue. It sounds like that. So
Good.
and
Well,
the
I didn't
IT
know what else to
department,
do. Yeah.
Yeah. So if the problem is software problem, maybe IT department or yeah, it's a customer service.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay. Well, perfect. Good. I mean, that's kind of what I wanted to discuss and see. I mean, honestly, if I were a boss, I would have done exactly what I thought. Not tell the other employee who told me, what was going on, because I don't think that's fair. Like you said, you don't want any rivalry at work, any problems. You want to work in a team, and sometimes it's just not. Maybe the person is just having a bad couple of days. Maybe there's problems at home. So there's a lot of different things that could contribute to this, person not pulling their weight at work. So good. Well, there's a couple minutes left. I think we'll save the rest of these for a different day. So let me go ahead and stop screen sharing. Perfect. Well, so for today, I think we're more or less finished. It's unfortunate that not many people could join us just because role plays are a lot of fun. And I'm not really normally a participant, which is definitely okay too. Sorry I sound terrible, but Ken, I think you did a really good job today.
Thank you. Oh, thank you very much.
I think it's good. It's good to get different people's suggestions and perspectives just because
Right.
we've all been through different things at work, different things that are normal for me or etc. So I think that worked out pretty well today. Have you ever had a situation in which you had to have like a surprise meeting at work? Either, that you wanted it or a boss wanted it? Anything like that?
Surprise meeting.
Yeah, something unexpected.
Mm, not so much, but I don't remember the exact thing, but sometime kind of um, maybe changing the department or such things, or yeah, kind of changing working condition or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I guess I've never really had anything super serious just because I've never had a really serious job. I've had to talk to my bosses about things. But it's never been like, hey, I have this huge problem or something like that. So I guess I've been pretty lucky with that. So very good. But I think these are super helpful for people who don't know how to react in those situations. We've had, what, 4 different types of situations today that
Right.
could potentially really happen at work. With the whole, I can't go to the wedding this weekend, I have to go on a work trip, you have a surprise meeting, you have a problem with someone at work, etc. So, I just try and make things realistic and hopefully that people can learn from these situations, the good, bad, etc., and kind of form their own opinion
Right.
about those.
Mhm.
So very good. All right, so any final comments or questions about anything, Ken?
Yeah. Today I played a role play with you, so I can get a lot of native speaker like phrase or yeah, kind of your flow of the talking. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice. So thank you very much.
Good. Well, I'm glad I could help. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of doing role plays. They're not my absolute favorite. I'm not a big actor. But it wasn't bad today. So, I tried to put myself in the role of the person who I was trying to be, even though I'm not even myself today. But, I think it's important that you at least try to do that. And, with these classes, these sessions, I'm trying to use more common language just because that's the important thing. There's a lot of words and phrases I don't say anymore because all I'm doing is teaching and I'm teaching the basic English. And so for me,
Mhm.
I need to express myself, a little bit differently with pull your weight, things like that. So I'm definitely trying to do that, which is going to be helpful for everybody in the future. So,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
very good.
Mhm. Yes.
Well, good. Well, I'm gonna go drink some tea or something so I can feel better. And hopefully by Wednesday I don't sound so terrible. So, um, very good. I hope you feel better, Ken, on Wednesday as well. Wednesday we are going to be talking about verb patterns. So it's a grammar day, yes, for me. and I'm quite excited about it. I have to finish up the presentation still, but very excited. Should be a lot of fun. Hopefully everything is clear by the end of class, and that's it. So very good. Well, Ken, get some rest, feel better, and I will too. I've been sleeping quite a bit these past couple days.
Yeah, take care of yourself.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, definitely I am. I have lots of liquids near me, so perfect. Well, everyone have a good day, and we will see you soon.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.